Joining a real estate team can be a great way to mitigate the risks that come with being a real estate agent. You might find that you started out on your own and you're thinking you're feeling lonely, that you don't have enough support, and you're considering joining a team. But what team should you join? You've got to do your due diligence before you make the big decision of joining a team. Ask these questions with every single team that you interview to help you narrow down your choices and make the right decision. I'm Amanda Davidson. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and tap that bell for notifications so that you'll be the first to know when I upload a video each week. So let's get started. You're considering joining a real estate team, but you aren't really sure which team to join or what's going to be the best fit, and you're definitely going to want to ask a lot of questions before making that decision. Doing your due diligence up front will save you a lot of time and money down the road. So question number one should be, who is the team lead? And you should be meeting with the team leader on every team that you meet with, because they're the person that essentially is creating the team. They've hired every single person that's already in place, and everything comes from the top. So you want to meet with this person. You want to make sure that, quite frankly, you like the person, because if you don't like who you're working with, it's probably not going to be a good fit. Sit down with them, get to know them, and ask them the following questions that we're going to go over so that you know exactly what type of team you would potentially be working with and whether or not it's what you want out of the business. Number two, how experienced is the team? It could be a question for understanding every single agent on the team. If it's a mega team, that might be a little bit too much information. But if it's a team of, say, 25 or less people, you certainly can find out how long each agent has been in business on the team. Does the team have weeks of experience, months of experience, years, or maybe even decades? And if the team is newer, where are they getting their expertise in terms of experience for questions with problems that come up? Real estate is always going to involve problem solving. That's a huge part of our jobs. And if the team is newer, you need to know that it's not a bad thing, but they need to have the proper people and resources that they can go to if they don't have the expertise in order to solve all of the problems that are inevitably going to come up. Number three, does the team have a business plan? And if the answer is yes, I would absolutely ask for a copy of their business plan. Running a team, like anything else, is running a business. And without a plan, it is probably destined to fail. And if it doesn't, it's certainly going to be disorganized and very haphazard. Every real estate team should have a business plan. So if you ask this question and the answer is no, or you ask the question and the answer is yes, but no, you can't have a copy, that would really raise a red flag if it were me. Number four is, what is the team's marketing strategy? And this goes for both the team and then what they do for the agents on the team. Is it uniform across the board, or do some agents get types of marketing that others don't, and vice versa? It's very important to understand, and I would also want to see some examples of their marketing, whether that's direct mail, check out their website, see what they're doing on social media, what kind of online footprint do they have, so that you can see if what they do for the team's brand is something that correlates with what you picture for yourself as a real estate agent. If you don't connect with any of the marketing that they do and it's not how you want to run your business, it's probably not going to be the right fit for you. But if you look at it and you say, this is exactly what I've been wanting for my business, but I just haven't had enough help or guidance in order to get there, then they're probably a great fit for you in terms of what you're looking for the marketing. Number five is, do they have administrative staff? And this could be in the form of an assistant, it could be a virtual assistant, just admin in general, like who is handling creating this marketing material? Who is handling the contract to close portion? Does that fall on you, or is that someone within the team that is a staff position and taken care of for you. That leads us to number 6 is, does the team have a transaction coordinator, or is that something that you, when your business picks up enough, are going to need to pay for on your own? Transaction coordinators, a good one at least, are worth their weight in gold. It's such an affordable way to take a lot of administrative tasks off an agent's plate. So I think teams that have them, it's a great resource for the agent, and it allows you to know that there's going to be someone who, once that contract is ratified, is going to be taking it and working it from contract to close, and you're not going to have to worry about managing home inspection dates or appraisal contingencies or financing contingencies or arranging the termite inspection. There's a lot that goes into a contract once it's ratified, and knowing that you have someone to take care of that for you frees up a lot of your time. The question is whether or not the team pays for that, or if it's something that you're going to need to factor into your own individual expenses. Number 7 is a big one, and that is, what is the team's compensation structure? This is important. I don't care whether you're interviewing with teams or brokers in general. Compensation is very important. And when I say it's important, I mean from the standpoint of, you need to know exactly how you're going to get paid and what you're getting paid, depending on, in this case for a team, the source of the lead. And I would ask that team leader for a breakdown of just an average transaction, so like an average sale price in the area that you're in. That way you can actually see in writing firsthand what fees are coming out of the transaction and know about what your bottom line is going to be, obviously dependent on sale price. The other thing about compensation on a team that needs to be laid out and just black and white in writing is, how does each agent get paid depending on where the lead came from. So if the team generated the lead, is it this commission? Or if the agent, if it's from your sphere of influence, is it this commission? All of that needs to be spelled out in black and white. There is nothing worse than getting to a closing, getting across the finish line, and then getting a surprise in the form of a check that's lower than what you were anticipating. Number 8 is, how are leads distributed? And this is important just from an understanding standpoint. There's no right or wrong, but you might have a way that you feel aligns with your values more than another. So it's important to ask this question. If a lead comes in on the team's website, is it first come, first serve? Is it distributed in terms of a round robin where agent A is in the rotation B, C, D, and it just circles around? Is there a limit of, if a lead is distributed and that agent doesn't respond, does then it roll to another agent? All of these questions are very important because you need to understand how consistently you're going to be getting leads. That is one of the benefits of joining a team. You not only get more support than you would from just being with a broker, but you also should be getting leads as well, and you want to know what to expect. And I would even go as far as asking how many leads you can expect to receive on average. It's not going to be an exact figure, but on average in, say, a month time frame. Number 9 is, how long do the team members stay? I would be very curious to know how long the longest an agent that currently is on the team has been there, and how long is the shortest. That gives you an idea. If they say, the longest an agent has been with us is 6 months, I would probably want to investigate that a little bit more to determine if it's a red flag or if maybe just the team is newer. But if a team has some turnover is inevitable, that's definitely not a red flag. But if a team has excessive turnover, there's something internally going on. What that is, we don't know. But I would definitely factor that into my decision if they don't have team members staying for an extended amount of time. Number 10 is, what is the policy when an agent leaves the team? And this is an important question because let's say you join a team and a few years down the road, you decide that you want to go out on your own, you're going to be solo, and you've got multiple clients under contract, whether it's the buy side or the listing side. What happens with that business? Is it policy that the team keeps that business? Or can that be transferred over to your new brokerage and you would be paid out through them? All of these questions, again, this is something that needs to be in writing. It should be a part of your team agreement that you sign off on. Nothing verbal here. You need to see it in writing and understand what the policy is for when an agent leaves the team. I would definitely ask for a copy of this up front before making any decisions to officially join a team. Number 11 is, what does the team's online presence look like? And this kind of ties back into a little bit of what is the team's marketing strategy. This question, though, is very specific in terms of how do they appear online? Look at their reviews from clients. If they don't have any reviews, unless they're a brand new team, that would probably concern me a little bit. You want to see what clients are saying after working with these members of the team to see if it aligns with who you are and is a place that you're going to be happy. If you're reading reviews from clients that maybe aren't the greatest and don't align with your values, that's something to really take into consideration. 12 is, does the team have any unique selling propositions or value propositions? So as an example, do they have a guaranteed sale program? Or for buyers, do they have a love it or leave it program? It doesn't have to be either one of those. Those are just examples. A team should absolutely have some type of selling proposition that sets them apart from other agents in the industry. And with that comes, what is the team doing if they don't have one to develop those? That's a must-have, and if they don't already have it, they should definitely be working on one and getting it out there as soon as possible, because you want to be on a team that has the ability to differentiate and show potential clients why they're different and where they provide value. These are the most important questions to ask when you are interviewing with different teams. You need to determine if the team has a marketing strategy, has a business plan, whether or not they have a positive and meaningful online presence. Are they well known and well liked by other agents in the industry in your immediate community? All of these things should factor into your decision. If you're still unsure whether or not you should join a team or be solo in real estate, really look within yourself and trust your gut. If in the past you've thrived working in groups, well, a team probably is a great setting for you. But if you are more of an independent worker and like doing things on your own and your own way, then it's definitely time to consider being a solo agent. There is no right or wrong decision. It really depends on who you are as a person and exactly what you're looking for in terms of your real estate business. I hope you found this video helpful. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can drop me a comment below, or you can always DM me on Instagram. I'm at Amanda S. Davidson. Until next week, I hope you all stay well. Thanks for tuning in.